In this video, we'll be learning how to calculate a percent markup, as well as calculate a percent discount of an item in a store. So let's start by talking about percent markup. So percent markup is an increase from the wholesale price of an item. So if you don't know what a wholesale price is, the wholesale price is what the store pays for the item. So it's the wholesale price is the price that they start with, that they purchased it for. And so what happens is in stores, they mark up the price so that they can make a profit as they sell that item to a customer like us. Now, the markup is calculated by using a percent of the wholesale price. So typically what we're going to do is we're going to have our wholesale price, and we're going to add our markup to it. So whatever our percent markup is, we're going to calculate that. We're going to add it to the wholesale price, and that is going to equal our retail price for the item, which is the price that we purchase it for in the store. So let's dive in and try an example here. So this example says that the wholesale price of a pair of shoes is $9. Kohl's marks up the price by 150%. What is the retail price of the shoes? Now, we know that in order to calculate that retail price, we're going to take our wholesale price, we're going to add whatever the markup is to it, and that's going to equal our retail price that this item is sold for in the store. Now, we know that our wholesale price is $9. So all we need to do is find our markup price, and if we add that to the $9, we'll find our retail price. Now, in order to find our markup price, we essentially need to find 150% of 9. And there are two ways that we can go about that. First, we can use our percent of equation, which is over of equals percent over 100, because we know that we need 150% of 9. So we can set it up this way, and we can cross multiply, which would become 9 times 150, which is 1350, is equal to 100x, divide by 100, and we find x is equal to 1350. So that's one way that we can solve this problem. The second one is we can actually use the percent and create a multiplication problem out of it in order to find our markup. So what we can do as a second possible strategy is we can take 150, divide it by 100, and turn 150% into its decimal equivalent. Then, once we have its decimal equivalent, we can take 150%, multiply it by our number, which is 9, and that will also result in 1350. So regardless of which strategy you use, it won't matter because we will still get a markup price of 1350. Now, in order to find our retail price, we're going to take our wholesale price, which is 9, add it to our markup price, which is 1350, and that gives us a total of $22.50. So now let's try a second example. This one says a book is purchased by Barnes & Nobles at a wholesale price of $5. Barnes & Nobles marks up the price by 350%. What do they sell the book for in the store? So we know that we need our wholesale price. We need to add it with our markup. And that's going to give us our retail price that we sell it for in the store. So our wholesale price, we can see from the problem, is 5. We know that our markup is 350%, so we have to calculate that. And if we add that together, we're going to get our retail price. So essentially, we need to find 350% of 5. So again, remember you have two strategies to solve this. You can use your is over of equals percent over 100, and you can solve it that way. Or you can take 350%, divide it by 100, so that we get 3.5. And then we can take 3.5 and multiply it by 5 to get a total of 1750. So regardless of which strategy you use, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a markup price of $17.50. We then add that markup with our whole price, which is $5, and our retail price here is going to be $22.50. So let's do one more example here. So this one says Walmart purchases a movie at the wholesale price of $3. You know that Walmart marks up the price of all of its movies by a price of 600%. What is the retail price of this movie? So we know that we need to take our wholesale price of $3 and we're going to add it with its markup price in order to give us our retail price. So we need to find our markup, and our markup is going to be 600% of $3. And remember, we have two strategies to find that. We can either do 600 over 100, and that equals x over 3. And we can cross multiply and solve that. Or we can take 600 and divide it by 100 to turn it into a decimal, which is 6. And we can then multiply that by 3, and we get a total of 18. So we have a markup of $18, a wholesale price of $3, and if we add those together, we get a retail price of $21. So now we're going to flip this around and we're going to take a look at percent discount. So discounts are a decrease in the original retail price of an item to a sale price. So we've all experienced discounts before. This is when things are on sale and you don't have to pay what appears to be full price for them. So percent discount is calculated in a very similar manner to markup, but the price is just going to go down instead. So we're going to have our retail price, which is what the item is normally sold for, and we're going to subtract out our discount, whatever that percent discount is. And then from there, we will end up with a sale price. So let's dive in and try an example. So this example says, at Kohl's, a pair of pants has an original retail price of $40. You have a 30% off coupon to Kohl's. What will the discounted price of your pants be? So we know that in order to calculate our sale price, we need to do retail minus our discount, and that's going to give us our new sale price, or our discounted price. So the first thing we have to do is we have to calculate our discount. To calculate our discount, we need to find 30% of 40. So if you're thinking, well, this looks really similar to markup, good, you should be, because it is. We need to find 30% of 40, so we can use the same two strategies to find our discount. So here we can set this up as 30 over 100 is equal to x over 40, and we can solve that, cross multiply and solve. Or we can take 30 over 100, that's going to give me 0.30, and then we can take 0.3, multiply it by 40, and we end up with a discount of $12. So what this 12 represents is it represents the amount of money we are going to save. We had an original retail price of $40. Our discount gives us $12 off. That's 30% off. So we're taking $40, we're subtracting out our discount, and we will pay a sale price of $28. So this next example says that at Walmart, The Greatest Showman is sold on Blu-ray for $22. Luckily, this week, this Blu-ray is on sale for 25% off. What is the discounted price? So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our retail price, we're going to calculate our discount, we're going to subtract it out, and we're going to get our sale price. So I can see my retail price is $22. So I need to calculate the discount that I'm going to get with that 25% off. So I need to find 25% of 22. So we can do that again using one of two strategies. We can do 25 over 100 and set that equal to x over 22. Or we can take 25 over 100, that gives us 0.25, and then we can multiply 0.25 by 22, because that will give us 25% of 22. So 0.25 times 22 gives us 5.5. So that means that we're going to save $5.50. So if I take 22 and I subtract out 5.5, my sale price will be $16.50, and I will save a total of $5.50. And last but not least, here it says, at Target, you buy a movie at a 25% discount. The movie was originally listed at a price of $24.99. What is the discounted price of the movie? So we're going to take our $24.99 and we're going to subtract out our discount, whatever it is, to find our sale price. So we need to find 25% of $24.99. So if we do this, we can set it up one of two ways. One is x over $24.99 is equal to 25 over 100, and we can cross multiply and solve. The other way is we can take 25 over 100, we get 0.25, and we can then multiply that by 24.99. So 24.99 times 0.25. I get x is equal to, I get the discount is equal to 6.2475. If you want to round, that's fine. You can leave it as is right now if you'd like. So we take $24.99 minus 6.2475, and that gives us a price of $18.7425. And if you're thinking, well, that doesn't make sense with money because money can only go to 2 decimal places, you're correct. So what we have to do is we have to look at that third decimal place and round appropriately. Now, because this is a 2, we would round down because it is less than 5. And so your price here would actually be $18.74.